Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to our second maths lesson of the week. The date today is the 16th of the 6th, 2020, and our learning objective is: can I solve comparison, sum and difference problems using data? Yesterday we looked at a range of ways we could represent data in bar charts, in tables, in pictograms, and today we're going to use our knowledge that we learned yesterday of how to read data and represent data to work out some comparison, sum and difference problems using data. So to know how to do that, we first have to discuss what do comparison, sum and difference mean. Quickly, think of a definition for all three. What definitions can you come up with? Let's pause the video now and try and think of what comparison, sum and difference might mean. Okay, let's look at what they mean. Well, comparison is where we compare two amounts. So we might have 15 and 33 and we have to compare the difference between the two. Which one's bigger? Which one's smaller? Are they the same? Sum is where we find the sum of amounts. So often we might have to add them together. So if we had, again, 33 and 15, we'd have to add them together to find our total. And the difference is where we find the difference between the two amounts. So if we had 33 and 15, we might have to find out how much more 33 is than 15. Those are our definitions. So now we know that, let's move on and look at our first question. Here I have a pictogram, and I need to use this pictogram to answer the questions. My first question is, how many more points does the Sycamore team have than Ash? So to begin with, I'm going to work out how many points each team has. I know that a circle equals 20 points. And Sycamore has 3 whole circles. So 20, 40, 60. Sycamore also has half a circle. I know half of 20 is, that's right, 10. So 60 add 10 equals 70. Oak also has 3 circles, 20, 40, 60, but it has 3/4 of a circle. And I know that 3/4 of 20 equals, that's right, 15. So I know that that Oak has 70. What's 60 add 15? 75. Beech has also 3 whole circles, so 20, 40, 60, and then it has 1/4 of a circle. And do we know what 1/4 of 20 is? 1 part out of 4 parts of 20 is 5. So 60 add 5 is 65. And Ash has 20, 40, and then it also has 3/4, which we worked out up here, equals 15. So 40 add 15 is 55. So how many more points does Sycamore team have than Ash? Well, Sycamore has 70 and Ash has 55. So we could work this out a couple of ways. We could do 70 take away 55, or we could count up from 55 to 70. If we do 70 take away 55, then we know that our answer, well, we have to borrow one of our 10s. So 10 take away 5 is 5, and 6 take away 5 is 1. So our answer is 15. If you counted up and you could use your fingers or a timeline, you'd have also got the same answer. How many points do Beech and Oak teams have altogether? So for this question, I'm going to have to add these two answers together. So Oak had 75. And Beech had 65. If I add them together, 5 add 5 equals Well, 10. So a 0, and I'm going to carry my 10 into my tens column. What's 7 add 6? It's 13. Add the 1 is 14. So altogether I have 140. And then how many points do Ash need to be equal to Oak? So how many extra points would I need to give Ash to get up to Oak? Again, I could do my takeaway, because I could work out what I'd need to add to 55. So 55 add something equals 75. And here I might use a timeline, or I mean a number line. How many do I have to add to get from 55 to 75? And I'm going to jump up 10 to begin with. So if I add 10, I get to 65. And if I add 10 more, I get to 75. How much have I added all together? 10, 20. So 20 would be my answer. Here, as you can see, I've used the data to work out each sum. Let's do this one together. How many people voted in total? That's our first question. So here we have all our votes and we need to add them up. Quickly pause the video and add them all up, and then we'll go through it. Now that you've paused the video and added them up, let's go through it. Well, 9 add 10 equals 19. 19 add 7 equals 26. And 26 add 14 equals 40. You could have used column addition to help you, but the answer is 40. So then I want 1/4 of the votes were for which activity? Well, we need to find out what's 1/4 of 40. If this is 1/4 in our fractions, and we put 40 into how many groups? We're going to put 40 into 4 groups, because that's our total amount of groups. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So one of our groups is going to equal 10. Which activity had 10 votes? We can see the cinema. So what? Oh. So 1/4 of the votes are for the cinema. And then 7 more people voted for, well, which 2 activities is there a difference between 7? That's right. 7 more people voted for ice skating. I'll just rewrite this one quickly. 7 more people voted for ice skating than swimming, because you'd have to add 7 more to swimming to get to 14. So 7 more to 7 to get to 14. Let's look at our final question. Can you create a pictogram to represent this data? Obviously our breakfast types are cereal, yogurt, fruit and toast, and you need to represent the number of people. I would recommend using 10 as your key. So on our normal pictogram, as you can see, if we go back to this one, you can see on a pictogram that you always have a key, don't you? And that on our key here, 1 circle equals 20 points. So on your key, I would recommend that 1 circle equals 10 points. Good luck with your pictogram, and please can you put it on Class Dojo, because I'd love to see them. Once you've finished your pictogram, you can then move on to doing your worksheet for today. Good luck!